What is up, everybody? What is up? It is your girl Nita, your favorite diva, and I'm here with my brother, the big Brillo, the big plug, the review. I'll probably
You
jack
know
that
what
up.
it is. They know what it is. It's the plug and the diva. We back in the building. Hey, y'all, we bringing y'all something new today. Bear with us. We're going to try to have some fun. We're talking about Viking, trying to expand.
Yes,
I don't want to
the
get
palette.
categorized as the guy that, only talk about hood shows. So I'm stepping out. I still got my violence.
Yes, and there is violence. There's definitely violence in Vikings. A lot. Hey, Joshua. Hey, Daria. I'm so glad that y'all are here. Y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room. Did y'all watch it? Now, listen, I wanted to know, how far did you get, Brillo? Did you get through the whole season? We're
Yeah,
just
I'm
doing
done.
episodes 1 and 2 today.
Yeah, I watched the whole season. It was so good. I couldn't stop watching it. So I got
Right.
through it. I need to
Okay.
give it a rewatch, actually, but
Absolutely. It is
I'll
good.
get
It's
through it.
definitely one of the ones that you can just get through just like that. I'm telling you. Joshua, did you watch the whole season or are you following us? We're doing 2 episodes at a time. So leave it in the comments. We have a good lineup because there was a lot that went on in episodes 1 and 2. They came back swinging. I was not disappointed. Were you disappointed, Brillo, or was it on point?
Definitely on point. They came back fast, took off right where it left off. So much action, so much violence. You know I was entertained. So
Yes,
we're just gonna keep it as that. A lot of
yes,
action and also great storylines, a lot of backstabbing. Kind of reminded me of Game of Thrones a little bit with the backstabbing
yes.
and praise for the crown. Kattegat. Just a good show right up my alley. So we're gonna get all the way into it.
Yes, yes. Hey, Samara. Yes, definitely. It is a couple of people that's giving me little finger vibes.
Oh
There were
yeah,
a couple of people giving me the big bad, like what's the head Lannister, the father, that
Tyrion.
guy, not Tyrion,
Yeah,
Tywin.
yeah,
He was
Tywin. That's
yes, um Forkbeard. He was giving me Tywin vibes. I just loved it. I loved everything about it. I love it just as much as the first Vikings. So that says a lot. That really does says a lot. So I'm
yeah. This
rocking with
is just as good. I don't know. I just with the whole first Vikings. We had so long to love those characters. Like
it. Yeah.
Ragnar,
Yeah.
probably one of my favorite characters of all time.
Right. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Hit the like button on the way in. Matter of fact, Samara, let me mod you for my
What up, though,
for this.
Samara?
Yes, I appreciate you, boo. Um we are about to jump into it. The first episode is called Web of Fate. But I want to know, for you, before, I don't want to really kind of do a blow by blow recap because we don't have that much time. I want to go over some of the pivotal points, anything that really stands out at you where we just want to delve into that, where we're not just kind of going blow by blow.
Can you hear me?
I can I can hear you
All right,
now.
cool. My internet jumping, going in and out with this
Oh,
snow.
okay.
But
Okay.
what was the question again?
Oh no, I was
Anything that
saying,
stood out?
is there anything that jumped out at you for episode one that you want to talk about?
Uh, Something I found interesting is just to see her, and it's the same person from the original series. It looked like, and always got to really listen to what he's saying, and of course, their path and fate and how it's all wound together. So I just found that interesting, and the fact that it's this one character that's still alive, and I'm like, this guy just refused to die. Like Olaf refuses to die.
Exactly.
I can't
Exactly.
stand it.
We are talking about Olaf. He has 9 lives. He definitely has 9 lives. How long does Olaf keep staying alive, y'all? Y'all let us know in the chat. How long? Does he have enough rope to hang himself yet, y'all? How
Definitely. I mean, he's a prisoner of war, and then he gets upgraded because of the father or whatever. But I'm like, I really didn't understand that play. Um,
that was my favorite part of the episode.
I
Why didn't
liked
you?
it because I liked the dad, but I didn't understand like why keep him alive. I guess it makes sense. I mean, he is a strong character, so he can protect,
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly.
protect his interests while he go and help his son out. So it was the smart play. But man, y'all don't got no more warriors in that village that could
Yeah.
take up that mantle. This dude,
Not of not of somebody of Olaf's I don't know, just of his stature. He has a lot of gravitas and he does bring a lot. Like he's one of those people that he keeps staying alive. That speaks to something. That speaks to something. He takes a licking and keeps on kicking. But what I will say is Olaf was looking like a punk ass. And when they threw him in the prison, I said, "Oh, I thought you were so big and
right?
tough, Olaf.
That
He in there crying and shit."
that wouldn't have never been none of our original Vikings. You know what I mean? That would have
Right.
been talking. They had Ragnar locked up like that so many times. He was talking his track. Oh, like you said, Olaf was looking bad. He was looking like a
Exactly.
straight sucker in that cage with them drawers on, crying. They brought his son in there. He crying like, dude, you
Yeah, he
supposed to
was
be
crying
tough,
like a little.
bro.
Right. And I was sitting up there. I'm like, "Oh no, but you so big and bad. What's this now? What is this?" And
And
then
that
the
was
fact that he wanted to die, he was like, "Just kill me." He said, "Oh no." I had saw the play when Forkbeard took the boy off the boat. I saw him take him. I said, "Oh no, he has something else planned." So I knew as soon as he took his son, he had something else planned. Now I didn't know because Olaf, he doesn't seem like he has too much care for people. You see how he double crossed his brother and how, so I didn't even know if that was going to work because I mean, I understand that's your seed or whatever, but Olaf was such a like a betraying character. Like I had to think twice about it.
right. He done
What you
backdoor
think?
everybody. That is the first time we ever seen that side of him to even care. I mean, he will cross his brother without him. That's the second time or third time that he crossed his brother in what 10, 20 episodes. How many episodes he did cross his brother three
Mhm.
times? So yeah,
Right.
that was the first time we saw that side of him where he actually cared about his son. Cause that was the awesome play by what's the dad's name? Uh,
Forkbeard.
Luke's dad, yeah, Forkbeard.
Yeah.
So Forkbeard took Olaf's son. Basically, they did a son swap. You protect my grandson, I'll
Yeah.
protect your son. If something happened to my
Yeah.
grandson, your son is getting killed. So that
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
play. And
That was the good plan. That way he was able to keep the power within the family, you know what I'm saying? And then it still keep him safe because he already knew because Olaf, he's like, they're going to eat him alive within a month. He said, "Oh no, no, they're not." I said,
yeah,
"Okay." I loved it. I
Forkbeard did.
saw it.
Now, what do you think
Huh?
about Canute? Canute, he promised that to Harold, the crown,
Right, right.
right? Was that just
Yeah.
him just talking, trying to get what he wanted out of Harold? Or do Harold, you know,
No, I
how
think he really
he
was.
feel about that? Yeah, his father
He really was.
disobeyed him.
Forkbeard is just like is what I say. And that's just how it is. And he has that reputation. Everybody calls him crazy. Everybody like, I ain't fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? So they know not to mess with him. So I think his reputation precedes him, and he's put a lot of work in, and he has like the respect of everybody, because when he came, look, bow down.
Break
And
it
so
down
yeah,
for me real quick. So the King Canute, he promised Olaf's brother the throne or whatever. But
Harold.
right, his brother Harold, he promised him the throne. Canute promised Harold the throne, but Canute's dad basically just said, "Nah, we're not doing that," and
Exactly.
proceeded to crown his grandson. And then they did the son swap so that he could help his son fight in the war. So that's the big beef that's going on right now um, with the throne.
Right. And also too, I didn't know, like I felt like he said, you remember when they were sailing off, Forkbeard was leaving with Olaf's son and stuff. And the man said, do you think do you trust him? He said, oh no, he needs to be trusting me. Because like I said, it's not a it's an even exchange, but not really, because he will find out he has more power and more leverage in the whole thing. So he was like, no, he really need to be trusting me right about now. And so with that play, he understood that he still had the upper hand, even though he's leaving his most prized possession in his hands. And
Yeah,
he could backdoor him again. He could do that, but I don't think that he has the guts to do it.
right. Yeah, it's a gamble because you never know how Olaf might say, I can make me another son.
This is true. This is
So
true.
you have to it's definitely a gamble.
Right. Okay, so we had this new storyline that came in, the dude named Jorner. So he is from Jonsburg. Let me take this off the screen. He comes from they call them Yams Vikings. So Jomsburg is like this hidden place that don't nobody know how to get to, because it's a lot of mist, and it's real crashy waves, and people don't know how to travel to that place. So it's pretty much safe for the most part.
Yeah,
And
for the
so
Vikings.
yeah,
Because
yeah. And so they are about the old ways. They're about the old pagan gods and all that stuff, the way the old Vikings do. And that is, the thing is about Vikings is so much more. It's not just about Vikings and about territory, it's about religion. And so the
yeah,
new Christianity versus the old paganism ways and stuff like that. So that's another thing that makes this storyline interesting, because we have this clashing going on too. And when we talk about the clashing, we have Freitas. Freitas is the person who is now, um because she killed the guy, what was his name? He was like a young, these names, y'all. I'm sorry, I can't get, but that bald headed dude that she executed at the end of season one,
right.
the one that everybody was afraid of. So they're clashing, and since she is the last person of Uppsala, they named her the last daughter of Uppsala, and Uppsala is their religious temple, the
Right.
vessel of their god and all that stuff like that.
See, the problem that they're having, the Vikings, is that Christianity is spreading like wildfire, and a lot of Vikings are changing their beliefs or getting basically slaughtered by the Christians, which is ironic. Getting
Isn't
slaughtered
it?
by Christians, they press and
Right.
trying to take over, it's spreading like wildfire. So she was the last daughter, like you said, of Uppsala. Like these are, it's damn near illegal for them to practice their religion and stuff. They have to go off in the forest. So this place, Youngsboro, is like a safe haven for like original Vikings.
Right, right. And they also do take refugees, and these refugees that they go to take, and it's by word of mouth. And they go take these, they come to the coast and they go up north and they go take the people who either believe in it or who are just trying to get a safe haven, and they kind of become like slaves of them where they're working for them for peace and protection and stuff like that. So there's that aspect of it as well. So yeah, so like I said, that whole thing with Forkbeard and all that was like my favorite part of the episode. Let me see. Um Now he wanted to kill the queen. He said that the queen, after he chewed Olaf up, he went on over to the queen and she backstabbed him some other kind of way because I think she just kind of aligned with Olaf. And I can't even remember exactly what she did, but I think she just had an allegiance or alliance with him and he backdoored Canute in them. So he just kind of like, threw her over
Yeah,
there, the baby bathwater.
she definitely. Like he told her like straight up, I should kill you because her punishment was you're not gonna kill his son's wife.
Right.
But her punishment
And
was
his grandson's mother.
right. I'm taking your son and I'm sending you, elsewhere. And he basically told
Right.
her like, we should
He's
really be
saying
killing you right now. You know,
right. Yeah. He said you should be grateful to still be on this earth.
right?
Now
But
I
she like,
don't know what happened to the other son. I guess because he's a second son, he doesn't really matter. Sylvain is
right,
the one that is the heir. So we know she had two sons or whatever, but yeah, so she had to stay to be regent to um Sylvain. So, and the people, when they announced it, the people was not happy. The people was like, oh, boo, boo, boo. I was like, oh, shit. But then Olaf came and he,
the good
you know,
talkers. You
yeah,
know, you know
the
how it
gift of
is.
gab.
A crazy crowd in that situation. They talking. He get up there and say a few words. Now they on his side. They done forgot about everything. They on
Exactly.
Olaf's side now.
Right. He done pulled out that chest of gold and throwing the gold out to the people and said, and turned all the people against his brother. So there's that. So he was like, they're coming to get us, and he, all that fear mongering and all that stuff or whatever. So, and then all of a sudden, that guy, the pirate from Yamsburg, he spots like Leaf and Freitas and everybody. They have must made their mark because everybody knows them. You would think this was the age of cell phones and news
Right.
because people was recognizing them. People like, how
They
do you recognize
famous.
somebody and you don't even know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
It's kind of
famous.
right, right. So they are famous. Everybody knows who they are. And so Leaf, he wasn't really, jiving with the dude. He was like, he knows something. But he just kept an eye on him and stuff like that. He knew what was up because he was telling him, you're the brother of Freitas and all this other stuff. And so, we knew that it started off a little rocky and they're just gonna massage it and get it to where it needs to be. Okay.
Right.
So let's switch gears to another little problem that we have here. Now, I want to know, not we know the whole story. We know the whole story, but from episode 1, did you have a inkling of what was going on with this whole communion? Uh Godwin keep telling Canute that the queen is in danger, something is happening. He's hearing all this stuff in the ale room and all this stuff. And then this setup of an assassin. Well, I don't want to say a setup because that might be a spoiler. Did y'all watch? Make sure y'all let me know whether or not y'all watched the whole damn. I want to say I felt like I just put a spoiler in there, but anyway, there's something that is going on, and we have this whole thing where this guy looks like he's poisoning and doing something to the queen with her communion, and then Godwin comes and saves the day, and he gets him down and he flags him and he gets him, and then he starts to torture him, trying to figure out what's going on. Did we understand what was actually going on? I did, because
Yeah, I definitely.
season one, they definitely
Yeah, and
planted the
that's
seed.
Littlefinger. Sky,
Littlefinger
he
2.0.
definitely set their whole play up. It's like me setting you up to get, robbed or something and not come save the day to try to get some brownie points. He set the queen up and then saved the day, basically. So
Right. Hey,
I saw
Monique.
right through that.
Yes, I definitely did too, because season one, just season one, you saw how he played season one. He played them like a fiddle. And he did it again, and that's why I have this little segment right here. Let's get to this segment right here. The segment that we have is called Three Moves Ahead, and in this segment, it is brought to you by the TVC, the Television
Commission.
Commission. Okay. Yes. Oh hell no, or big facts. And what I want to go through, maybe not this one, not this slide. I think we might get okay. Let's go here. This is what I want to know. Three moves ahead. Is Godwin better than the Queen Emma? Queen Emma is
I
less
say
than.
I think this is big facts. She in the blender. She don't really know what's going on, and then without giving any spoilers, she feeling really bad about what something that she did, and he is winning right now because it's hard not to give up spoilers. I'm just gonna say he win.
No.
He's doing his thing. He done weasel his way in. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that weasel his
Yeah.
way in, and now he could possibly be royalty. The way he
Exactly.
weasel his way
The
in,
way
so
he played it. The way he played it. And
definitely fumbled. I think she did exactly what he wanted her to do.
exactly. Exactly. And the once we found out that he was sleeping with one of her handmaidens, and she couldn't like something in her spirit, her intuition was telling her that something was up. That's what I do want to say. I felt like she knew something was up, but she
Yeah, she
didn't
was
have the
partly right.
foresight. Right. She didn't have the foresight to see where he was going, and the girl that he was dealing with, she wasn't too smart either. So I think she would have, if she would have told the queen exactly what he has said, she probably would have figured it out. Do you agree?
Yeah, definitely. But like you
Okay.
said, she was a slave. She didn't know what was going on. She just in love, and he was making his play basically for the
Right,
other
right,
girl
right.
that was in the family because he knew
Yes.
he
And
knew that was going to happen
he
because they
played
owed him
that.
one.
Yes. Yes, he definitely played that for sure. He oh shit. He did his thing with that. I'm telling you, because I saw it when I watched it, but for me, I don't know if I would have even had the foresight to know it would have played like that to even do that. You know what I'm saying? It was just it
Right.
was it was a great play. It was a great play.
He would
So
have asked for that if Canute wouldn't have suggested it. He was going to ask for it, but they couldn't
exactly.
turn him down because they owed him.
Hmm. Yep. And he played it so cool, so calm, so collect. He ain't let nothing ruffle his feathers. And we got pawns on the chess table. And yeah, that's that's pretty much what they ended up being. Okay, so let's see. London. Okay. Where else do we want to go? Okay, so let's go with the the reunion of Freitas and Leaf. You remember they were kind of separate, and once they found out, Leaf found out that Olaf was getting ready to look for them, and everybody they was dropping the dimes like, oh, I seen them over here, I seen them over there. They was like, cool, get the army, let's go, we're going to get them. So Leaf goes and he finds Freitas and Harold, tells them we gotta go, they on your tail. He kills some people. And so during this time we actually see where Freitas sees that something is wrong with her brother. You know, he usually the hardness, the coldness that they have as Vikings, and they try to suppress that coldness and that inhumane, that beast. They be trying to push the beast down. She said, "You've released the beast. I see a coldness in your eyes that I've only seen in Father's eyes." And y'all know that his love interest did die. Spoiler alert for season one: his love interest did die, and it caused him to kind of flip the switch, and so the beast is here. So don't nobody better mess with Leaf, okay? Let's see. Um, they were talking about this whole thing. She actually goes to tell him that she is pregnant. And he was like, did you tell Harold? She was like, no. Because they have two separate journeys. Because, like I said, with the religion, she's on one path and he's on another path. And so she was just like, no, I didn't tell him our journeys are not gonna, be the same or whatever. And it's like, God damn, you like dropped the bomb on me, and then I gotta still be with him and have this secret or whatever. So
Right.
I thought it was cute. What did you think about that whole her being pregnant, telling them all that
Def-
stuff?
Definitely interesting. I don't know why she didn't tell him. Harold was going to get help so he can take back, what he feel like is his, which is a crazy journey that they go on. But
Right.
I just felt like she into the religion, so she felt like it would have altered his faith probably
Yeah.
if she told him maybe he changed something that he did. But definitely,
And then that's his heir. Like you remember, he said, "My children are supposed to be kings and princes and kings and stuff like that." So I don't think that he would think the same way about it, and I don't think that he would let her go on her journey.
right. That's really why she didn't tell him.
Right.
Because well, letting her do anything is that would have just been a whole. She she gonna do what she want to do. That would just been a argument or whatever. So
Right. Right. And he was heartbroken. He really was, because when Jorna came and he was just like, we're building a new Uppsala. You are the person. This is your destiny. And because she saw the seer and he had did that mark that's on his arm, he has a
yeah,
tattoo that's on his arm, and the seer drew that mark in the thing. So she was understanding that this is coming full circle, and this is a part of her destiny and her journey. And so she left everything. She said goodbye to her brother. She said goodbye to her baby daddy, and she was like, "I'm going. This is her journey. This is her purpose, where she needs to go." And he was hurt. I was so sad. But then we did have a nice little end where Jorna went out into the water like he was some kind of god or something, walking on water, walking into the mist or something. And they are sitting there bare bones, and Olaf and his army is coming looking after them, and they're supposed to be protecting these people, and they get cornered. And then next thing you know, the big ships come with the fire bombs, coming to save the day, creating a barrier and letting them get away on the ships.
right,
So
right
that was
on
a nice.
time, right on time. They come. right? Like I said, the violence they come with the big fireballs and catapults, and then now the
Yeah,
tables have turned. They can get away because it was looking bad for a minute.
exactly. Exactly. But she said, this is where we're going to take our last stand. This is where we're going to do it. Because she was just like, I'm not running no more. Her running away and her not she didn't really, she tried to fake her identity and she tried to play herself down and say no. She didn't like the way that made her feel. And so she said that she's not going to do that no more. So I'm glad that she kind of had that little arc where, she was in this place of, kind of like shrinking down. And then she became, full into like, this is my destiny. I'm seeing this, I'm having these visions. I feel this way. I feel strongly. And she came to that whole thing or whatever. And so that's about the end of episode 1. I thought it was a great season
Yeah,
opener.
great season opener. A lot going on. Felt like it was. I was watching a couple different shows with the journey, trying to get back to with Harold, and then we had another show with her with
Yep.
Freddie.
Yes. Let me see. I think who else do we have on here on Big Facts? Okay. So let's talk about Olaf is better than King Canute. What do
Hell,
you
I like King Canute. We didn't get enough of him
I know. I was so glad when they brought him back. I wonder was it like scheduling because
this
I
season.
couldn't believe that they left him out of like 5 or 6 episodes. He didn't come until like episode 6 or 7.
Right? Yeah, yeah. I don't know what that was about, but we definitely should have saw a lot more of Canute. I definitely
Yeah.
like him better than Olaf. You know, they both tough characters, but Canute is just, you know,
Yeah. He that guy right
I don't feel
there.
like he would have been crying if he was locked up. You know what I'm saying, with the draws on. I think he would have been talking cash. You know what I'm saying?
Money.
He definitely
Right.
wouldn't have been crying. He would have went out like
Right.
a Viking.
Yeah. He definitely proved himself in season 1. He was one of my favorite characters in season 1. Um yeah, so let's see. Olaf, he's good. Like I said, he's a cat with 9 lives. So, he's not anything to sneeze at, but he lost a lot of cool points in episode 1. Okay, so about this, oh hell no, or big facts. I think we know that this is big
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely big fact. Uh
Oh, I
what
can't hear.
Fork Bear? Oh, can you hear me now? My internet is
Yeah,
acting crazy. Yeah, but Forkbeard, one of my favorite characters, like we said, reminds you of the father of the Lannisters. Damn, what's his name?
yeah, Tywin.
Tywin. Right. He's just like you would think he was king. You could tell he could be king, but he just I'm gonna let my son do it. But he really really the king for real. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he just letting his son Canute rock, basically.
Hmm. Right. What's up, Savannah? Shalom.
What else, Shanna?
Yeah. So, who else I have? I think I have. Well, this is from season 1, of course. This is oh hell no.
Right.
This was
Oh, oh,
right. This is the last battle in season 1. This is definitely oh hell no. Um, poor thing. This is Emma's son. If y'all don't remember, this is Emma's son. I can't really think of his name, but this is Emma's son, and he was the king, the boy king, and Canute came and he took over Norway or whatever. So he definitely is oh hell no with that one. Now this is
this
an
is
interesting.
something right here.
This
I
is an
like.
interesting.
I definitely like both of these characters. I'm gonna say, ooh, I'm gonna say hell no. I'm gonna say Harold was better, even though Leaf probably could fight better. This is a tough one. I just like
It is.
Harold better, so I'm gonna go with Harold. I mean, I
Me
have
too.
no reason. Like Leaf can fight, and he can smart. He can build stuff. Harold can
Yeah.
also fight, and I feel like Harold is more ambitious, so I'm gonna go with Harold.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Leaf, he does stand up for what he believes in. He does have some really really good characteristics, but I don't know. Harold just seems to just one up him in just in personality and swag and demeanor,
Right.
and
Yeah.
just how he just moves. So really, 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 really like it. Yes, and if you are not already, please make sure you are subscribed to
Yeah.
Brillo, the Big Review channel, and there is
Appreciate that,
in the
Monique.
chat. Thank you so much, Monique. So yeah, this was a great one actually. Um, it
Yeah,
was
this was.
tough though.
I damn near want to. You should have put the equal sign on there. You know how they do this, rated in or equal to.
Right now, okay. Listen,
I gotta go with
we
the
got
OG on
the
this one.
son against the father. The son against the father.
I gotta go with the father only because he could be king if he wanted to. He letting his baby boy rock out. He letting his
Right.
son rock out and be the king because we can see like definitely his son make a decision that he don't like. He immediately coming through, exiting it out. So you could really
Exactly.
call
No
him the king
questions
for real,
asked.
right?
Right. No questions asked or nothing. Forkbeard. So we're gonna say this is oh hell no. Once Forkbeard is coated in the ground, Canoe, you can have it back. But until then, Forkbeard, your dad got it. Pops got it.
Right.
Did I already put them before?
Nah, but
So
this
we
is a short.
definitely know this is oh hell no. I feel like I already put that one in there. That one might have already been in there. So yeah. So anyway, that was a cute little segment of what we wanted to do. The 3 steps ahead, and definitely, definitely, Godwin is up there. I think Emma is up there, and I think Forkbeard is up there
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
my top three.
Yeah, Emma definitely number three.
Yeah.
Only because without spoiling, we're gonna get to that in the next couple of episodes. But she was making some bad plays. She really got nothing out of what she did, and but she not finished yet. So that's why I say she definitely top. She making another play towards the end of the season. She gonna get to
Right.
the bottom of it. She
Yeah.
damn near
Yeah.
know my man set her up and saved her.
Exactly, exactly. Like she knows it, but she can't prove it. She don't have the smoking gun. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got
Right.
it, but you just like, God damn, like
Got
shit.
no evidence. She like Blanca. She know everything that happened, but can't make the case.
Right, right. So yes, y'all, that was 3 moves ahead by the TV commission, y'all. Thank you, Brillo, for sponsoring. Hell no, or big facts. Okay, so let's move on to this is episode 2, Towers of Faith. Okay, so let's see, where are we going? Um, anything that stands out in episode 2 for
I
you?
don't know because honestly, it's blurring together because I didn't watch the whole thing. So,
Right. Okay, let's go
but
through it
I
and
just
see what's
remember
going
every episode was good. But
on. Right. Okay, so we have Godwin catches the assassin and he's torturing the assassin. Now, Emma, she was not trusting him. She was listening and watching everything that he was doing. She was not allowing him to do it on his own and report back to her. She was in that joint like this. She
right,
was with her good eye, making sure she heard everything that man said. So he did say, now I don't know, do you remember from episodes from season 1, was he ever known as the word bear? He did let that out, but I don't recall that ever being a thing.
If it was subtle, but it's like something about his past or whatever. Kind of trying to relate the assassin to him, but I can't remember it from season one. They may have done it in a subtle way, but I
Yeah.
can't remember it.
Yeah, those torture scenes was something, and I want to say that later on, the woman was even tortured even worse. Dare I
Yeah, the
say it? I
bad thing is she didn't even know nothing. She would have gave it up. She basically got tortured for no reason.
don't. Right, right, and she didn't have the foresight to even understand because when he even said it, I was just like, "That's it." Like, but she's like, you don't remember Bear either. I want to say it probably was in season one. I want to say because he had some people that was connected to him in season one that kind of either was killed off or they left or something like that. But I want to say that there was something that we probably heard, but like Brillo said, it was real subtle.
Right.
So, okay, so Freitas is training in Yamsburg. So she goes to Yamsburg. They are very accepting of her. I did not like that guy, Herricker, the person who was in charge. I didn't
Oh
like him
man,
off
sucker
the
sent
off
Hall of
the rip.
Fame. Yeah, he definitely like. What was he trying to gain? What was his motivation? He just seemed like
Right.
a hater. I don't understand his motivation.
Me neither. Me neither. I
First, he
don't think
made
that
it
they
like I'm
go
saying.
ahead.
First, he made it like I'm saying it was all good. This is a safe haven for all the refugees. Don't worry about it. We go. This is a safe place. And then he just totally flipped it on him. And
Right, right.
I don't
Yeah, and I didn't get that either. And I think that was kind of poor writing where we didn't. The only thing that I could think of is that he was jealous of her position and how the
right.
people were regarding her, and he had to take her down a couple of pegs. That's the
Exactly.
only thing
It would
I
have
think.
made sense though if they said he was converted. Was he a Christian? If
I
they
don't
said he
know.
was converting to Christianity or something like that, but they never spoke on that. Then it would have made sense to where because she going by the old ways, it would have made sense for him to try to stomp that out. But they never
Right.
said he was a Christian. He just
Yeah.
was a hater, like you
That
said.
would have been a great little tie-in that showed his motivation.
Right, like you said, jealous of Frady's and her influence over the people. So he just went left.
Right. Then we also know that Leaf and Harold they went on over to Norvagard or something like that, where his uncle was.
Yeah, to try to get help. Um,
Yeah. So that was a big journey that they
oh
set
yeah, that
out.
was one of my favorite episodes. I got a lot of violence. They had a little WWE tag team match
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fighting. We got some good fighting for sport basically, gladiator style. So you get to see
Yes.
Leaf and Harold fight. I mean, they right. Of course, there was something else with the fighting. So they beating dudes up left and right, winning money, having fun, drinking
Right.
mead, you know, doing their
Yes.
thing.
Yes. And when he had to like kind of come and prove to his uncle who he was, that's why he's greater than Leaf because of the things that he do to get your attention, the things that he does to set himself apart to know that he's a great man. You know what I'm saying? There's a
Right,
couple of times in this particular episode, particularly that people took a notice to him and people offered like, yeah, you're valuable. You need to come with me. We need to try to because they're having their own problems with this group called the Pechenegs. The Pechenegs, y'all,
yeah, they're
these
like a
names.
pirate group.
Yeah. For
Almost they
me,
kind
they
of like
remind me of
robbing
the
stuff.
Dothraki. The way they described them like the Dothraki in Game of Thrones, like horsemen and all that stuff. And they are closing off the
Trade
rivers and
route. Right.
the trade rivers, and so they're kind of like bottlenecked, and everybody is kind of staying there where his uncle is. So there's a lot of refugees there because they cannot trade and get through because they are such a
Right.
formidable force.
And they just robbing them every time they come through. Right, Khadijah Hero was fighting like it was fun, spitting out blood,
Ex-
teeth, laughing. And keep in mind, he coming off of being stabbed up. He not
yeah,
even fully recovered.
right.
So
Yeah, he just got the infection out. So okay. Yeah, that's definitely that's what I said. That's what makes him greater than Leaf.
yeah,
So yes. And his uncle took a notice to him because he came out there do his little grandstand talking about who he is, the son of this person, all this stuff. I'm blood to your king here. And so he came and Yaroslav was like, hey, what's up? And so he asked him, he was like, look, I came here. I need your help. He said, you need an army. And he was like, I can't do nothing for you. I'm not pissing off Canute or
right.
his crazy ass daddy.
I swear they needed cell phones, man. This could have been solved so easily. Call Canute, tell your pops what I said, what you said you was gonna do. Right, damn.
Right. You down there trying to kill yourself to come here and you be like, no. I'm like, oh,
They had to take that long ass trip just for him to say no.
right, right. And because like he said, he's dealing with the Pechenegs and all this stuff, and he's trying to keep the peace, but he needs the peace of the North, so he just cannot do it. So I'm just sorry. So yeah, so I thought that was just like, oh well, yeah. It look, cell phones should have really been
Right,
invented
they
a long,
had
long, long.
something. Like, damn.
Look, they didn't have
No way to
they didn't have
communicate.
what do they call them, eagles or
You had to send a raven,
right,
a
the
bird,
ravens, the
right?
pigeons,
Something. They
they
need
ain't
some
had
type of
shit.
communication. Damn.
Okay, so what about Leaf's new love interest, Miriam? We meet her in this episode. She's a
I like
beautiful
her.
brunette. She was very, very nice, very sweet. We did notice right off the back that she was sick. They never really said. We don't know what sickness it is. You don't know back in Vikings times. You got the cough. You got the
It could have
you
been the
got
flu. Died off of that. But she was very smart, man. She's teaching Leaf like new ways to navigate the ocean and astrology and Latin and a whole
how
bunch
to
of
lead
math. So she's
the
really like
sky.
teaching him. You could see it setting up for him to be like this grand navigator, like
Mm-hmm.
Loki was in the first. He reminded me of Loki from the original Vikings. Not
Yeah,
crazy like Loki, but
yeah,
smart like him and can navigate.
smart.
Like Loki invented the navigation system that even got him across, to where they was going.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
see Leaf doing something like that in seasons to come because he learning Latin, navigation, astrology, philosophy, all type of stuff from this lady.
right, right. Yeah, and she's a very, very nice woman, and Leaf takes to her right away. Um, what else I want to say? I wanted to say that there was something else. Oh, Olaf took Sylvain, and Sylvain actually got his first lesson. And they came up against, like I said, that whole talk around that place where people are being refugees and they're waiting for the pirates to come from Yamsburg to take them away. They found one of those people, and the guy, he was saying, he was being disrespectful. He was being hella disrespectful, and he spit on Olaf, and
Yeah.
he was just like, you know.
Right.
So Olaf was getting ready to do him, and he was like, "I do you one better. Come on over here. This is what you gotta do to be
Come on,
king.
youngin.
Come on, youngin." And he gave him and Sylvain. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Sylvain. He went on here and did what he had to do.
He
He ain't
handled
asked
his
no question.
business.
What'd you say?
I was saying he handled his business. I thought he was going. I thought he was going chicken out or something, but he did it in front of everybody. Got a little blood splat. Got his first taste of blood. Um,
Literally,
they like
because
a
it was
mix
all
of
over his
like,
face.
these Christians are damn. They act more like
They
Vikings than
vicious.
Vikings.
Right, right. They are vicious. They are
He's
vicious.
supposed to be a Viking pretending to be a Christian. Olaf, like I keep forgetting he's supposed to be a Christian, but I guess he killing for the Lord. That's what he say.
So yeah, so the queen once they come back, the queen was like, "Whose blood is that?" He was just like, it's a pagan. It was a pagan warrior. Look, it's an army in Yamsburg, and they're gonna come and destroy our land. So we gotta secure the land. So we gotta kill them. And so he said it with his chest. I wasn't mad at it. I was like, okay,
Yeah, he definitely up and coming. He not gonna be like meek little kid. Olaf, I guess doing a good job. I guess
dude.
Fort Beard knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah. So Leaf actually sees something like they're in the town of Novagard or something, and they see the Viking crack house. The Viking crack house is over. The Viking crack house is over there in the corner, and for some reason, Leaf is taking like, what's that over there? Where they going? And he explains to him that they go smoke opium in there, and they commune with the dead and
The
all this shit.
Viking trap cop, the Viking trap.
And
He in there
the
hitting
Viking
opium.
crack, yeah. And so his antennas was raised. He didn't go in there the first time, but he wanted to know what was going on. Then he heard about it. And then he said, "Commune with the dead." So he loves Liv, and he was really, really, really heartbroken when she died and stuff like that. So that piqued his interest, but he didn't go in there just yet. They went back to the fight house, and they placed the
I'm still
beds
on
and
this
they
Viking crack house. That shit.
man, it was
Right,
man.
that
The
shit was.
The reason why I called it the Viking crack house is because he
That's
went right in that joint. He
right,
loaded the
there,
pipe
right
up.
in there and
He
got it
just
hit.
he just
There,
like,
there killed himself on the
wait
roof.
a minute.
They got the straight drop in there, straight opium.
Yes, yes. So yes, the Viking crack house, trap house. I'm gonna say trap house. Let me not say crack house. So they go and they Harold, he was like, let's make some money. We gotta make some money because we gotta pivot because my uncle not helping us, and we gotta figure out how we're gonna make this work. So we gotta get some money. We gotta do what we gotta do. So let's go there. We know we can fight. Let's go make some money. They go in there and they try to they trying to play fair and square, but the people that are
Pretty much
there,
cheap.
they cheated. They cheated and they ended up jumping them. Had more than one. I think it was supposed to be 2-on-1. Harold agreed to 2-on-1, but when he got the best of one of them, a different dude came and jumped in, and he was getting the better of Harold. And then Leaf jumped in, and instead of having the guy surrender, he done broke the dude neck. I said, "Oh
Right, Lee
Lord,
jumped in all bullshit, turning this water off in a friendly exhibition. Let's get to breaking necks. So of course they on the run, but they end up finding the dudes, and then they end up actually hiring the dudes because they tough guys. They want to make some money too, so they're gonna go on this journey. And they find what's the dude's name with the boat, the straight sucker that I know we're gonna get into on our next live,
oh
the
yeah,
slaver, right?
I don't got his name though."
So that's kind of how the episode ends. They meet up with the dude that they were fighting with. They join teams and they're going to go on this journey. They make a deal with this slaver to try to get him across like the sea in these
Right.
dangerous waters. And since they know they can fight, they know they can make it through there. And Leaf, this is why I said he was like Loki. Leaf invented this like they put the boat on a sled because it was wintertime. It's the only way they could get there because Harold's army is, en route too. So I mean, not Harold's army, Olaf.
Oh,
Yeah, so they put the boat on a sled and they had horses pushing it on the sled on the damn ocean. Yeah,
right. Right.
like
That's in
brilliant.
the next episode, but that but
Oh, see, I'm getting mixed in together. My bad.
it's all good. It's all good. But at the end of this, it's just a little bit of Freida's, she's getting dressed up in the garb and she goes and she does the temple thing, the whole dedication to make that the new Uppsala. And then also too, we see Leaf going to the trap house, the Viking trap house, to actually hit the
Right,
pipe.
you gotta hit the pipe, and that's
You
oh
gotta
yeah, that's when he down there killed himself on the roof.
right.
Right, he
Now
hit
I
the
do
open.
listen, I got a question for you on that one. Now, was was the hallucination, was it her or was it him? Was those his inner thoughts? Is that what he wanted to do, to be with her? And then he pulled out the cross, and then he stopped. And then she was like, "Oh no." I'm trying to figure out the symbolism. Like, I'm wondering, was it his thoughts or was it her trying to pull him to Valhalla with her?
I
Or
think it
did
was
he
his
want to go
thought,
to Valhalla?
him wanting to be with her, because I don't think she would. Like you said, she probably not gonna want him to die. That's just the way I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking this was his fault, being in his feelings, missing her so much. He wanted to be like. Plus, they think Valhalla is a hell of a place anyway.
Right,
So,
right.
a lot of them are in the rush to get to Valhalla. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, they all in the rush to get to Valhalla. Yeah.
Right, right. Yeah, it's similar to how people, religious people want to get to heaven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like one of
Well,
them
it's times 10 because they serious about that Valhalla. They will up the blade on your ass in a minute talking about, you know,
right.
sending somebody to Valhalla.
Right. But so somehow, some way, I don't know what pulled him out of it, but he ended up pulling some kind of necklace, and the necklace had a cross on it, and he stopped right at the edge of the roof. And he just kind of like fell, like he passed out or something. They ended that's the next episode. They ended up saving him. Like, you could have died from from frostbite or just freezing to death out there, just up there on the roof or whatever. But he ended up passing out before he fell off the roof. So it was a good episode. It was another great episode. So
yeah, fire.
we are coming to the hour mark. And I have one more little thing. I know we don't have a lot of people in here, but I got a couple of little word scrambles. A couple of little word scrambles. See, jog your little memory and stuff like that. Most of them, they are not people. Most of these are places. Okay, so that is one thing. And then also too, I'm going to have the scenery, that the picture behind the word scramble will give you kind of like a thank you, Khadijah, I appreciate you, gives you kind of like a inkling
Clue.
of what, yeah, a
I'm
clue, yeah,
terrible at these word scrambles. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You would think I would be good. I'm terrible.
right. So look, these are the places that they are going to throughout the series. So we got the king of, we got places. So just think of those things and stuff like that. So thank you. I appreciate you, Khadijah. I'm gonna give it about 15 seconds. So I do
I'm
got something
stumped.
on.
Khadijah, you got it? Because I definitely don't.
Yeah. Okay. I want some fast music.
Did somebody get it?
Somebody get it?
Daria talking about the
Somebody said the Himalayas. The
Hell
Last Kingdom? No, not the Last Kingdom. I think you mean The Last Kingdom, Khadijah. But that is a good show as well. Good show as well. Y'all, okay, so y'all take it too long. This is Norway.
oh, duh. See, it's easy when you put it up. Put the next one up. Let's see. I'm gonna get this one.
Norway. Okay, the next one is Look at the People. This is from season 1. Y'all got it?
Hell no.
Monique, you been drinking? She said Nero.
Hell no. There's too many letters.
Look at who are they? Who are
I
they?
know, but I'm terrible at names and word
There you
scrabble.
go.
Greenland,
There,
right?
yeah. They're Greenlanders.
How did she get that? Oh, because she seen it Greenlanders.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That was a good one.
Okay. So this is
Osmond, whatever. Yeah,
good. There you go. There you go. Yamsburg.
Osmond. Hey, see, I was close.
Yeah. No, you got it. I mean, like I said, these names
Right,
and words and all that stuff. So I'm giving grace for these. Okay.
right.
What is this one, y'all? I know y'all know this one.
And I'm gonna grab my charger right quick.
Up jump the boogie. I know y'all know this. Brillo said he is going to. Yes, there you go. Monique, Christianity. And the next one is just the opposite, y'all. So these are the old ways. Yes, y'all got it. I appreciate y'all doing these little you know.
Viking? No, ain't no V. Uh,
It's the opposite of Christianity.
pagan. There we go.
Yep. There you go.
I like that picture too.
Yeah. The pagan ways. Yes, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Thank y'all so much. That is it for the word
It
scramble.
was fun.
It was. It was. And
I
y'all,
was apprehensive at first, y'all. Hold on, I ain't know how it was gonna be with another type of show, but it was fun.
right.
Definitely coming back next Sunday for
Cool,
episode
cool.
3 and 4.
3 and 4. Now I got one question, y'all. Do we like Emma? Can we get on one accord and say if we like or dislike Emma?
I do not.
I like Emma.
Even though she right, I don't like her because what she. I don't like her. Even though she right, I should like her.
I like her because
But
I
I
respect
like Littlefinger better. Not
her
Littlefinger. You can be calling him
smart.
Littlefinger. I like my man. Damn, what's his name? The Littlefinger of this show. Damn.
Godwin.
Yeah, I like Godwin better. So they enemies right now. So
Okay. Well, I like her because I think she proved herself in season 1 that she's not just. I love how she was trying to direct her son, and she was strategizing, and she understood she was making the moves with the war moves and all the strategies and stuff like that. I thought she was really, really good up there, and she just wasn't good enough, but I still respect her.
yeah, I'm gonna say I'm a change, man. I do like her, just not as much as Godwin.
Okay, Monique, I want y'all to be caught up because look, me and Brillo, it's all running together, so we're trying to keep it together.
I'm gonna watch I'm gonna be up more on point next episode with the
Okay.
timelines.
Okay, yeah, that's cool, that's fine. Look, we were just trying to catch the temperature, see what was going on, see if y'all here for Vikings. Like I said, it's a really good show. We get the violence, we get the action. I just love it. I love these types of shows. And yeah, so I did watch The Last Kingdom. Did you watch The Last Kingdom, Brillo?
Of course.
Yes. Good stuff. Oh, y'all, I'm glad y'all had fun. I'm glad y'all had fun. Okay. So, yeah, so we'll be here next Sunday at 7 o'clock for episodes 3 and 4. And if you know anybody else who likes Vikings, spread the word, share the video, like the video. Make sure you answer the poll before you leave, like before you leave. Subscribe to Brillo's channel. And also, too, y'all, the TV commission is doing a subscribe-a-thon, and I'm going to let Brillo take this away.
All right, so what subscribe-a-thon is basically in the month of February. I'm challenging all my people to hit us with some content for at least one straight week in February. I'm gonna try to go for the whole month, y'all. As you see, I'm gearing up. I got videos every day for the past week. I'm a week strong. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna try to come live or drop a video every day, even if it's just hopping on here chopping it up for 10 to 15 minutes.
Exactly.
We trying to get our weight up. We trying to take over TVC. Yeah. We all we got. We trying to take over YouTube. Yeah. I want everybody. Hey, somebody showed me a YouTube check needed over $6,000 for the month.
Oh wow!
I gotta get my weight up.
Right.
I'm having fun, but it's money on the floor, so I gotta get to it.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm having fun. I'm not doing it for the money, but when my man showed me that 6,000,
enough content out here to do something.
YouTube for having this much fun, I can make 6 bands for the month. That ain't too shabby.
Right.
So we trying to get to it. So subscribe-a-thon February. We should have a lot of content for y'all every day.
Yes. Got our girl Tamika in the house. Tamika
gonna be participating.
Oh yeah. Brillo did say he was on the Martin Luther King. He did say he was going to be doing some Black History Gems during the month of February as well.
February, that's coming too.
Make sure y'all have y'all notifications. That's more importantly the reason why you need to have your notifications on, because we are going to be jumping on here to just talk about some things. Like, you know, we like to be prepared. That's a lot of times, that's why a lot of my content is kind of stifled, because
and you know what, Nita, I was thinking about that. We gotta shout out to Mo.J. We gotta do, you know, how I like to have my segments and everything, you know, in the line, how I'm gonna do it next. But sometimes we just gotta talk to the people, have some fun, you know, similar to like Mo.Dot does on his lives, where he just, you know, having fun. Everything is not so structured. So we can do both. I feel like I can do both. That's why I'm gonna be doing a lot more lives. You know, everything don't have to be so serious all the time.
Right. Yeah. So yes. So yes, we are going. I have accepted the challenge. So y'all, hopefully our pretty girl Loves Trap, she's damn near already doing it anyway, because she is one of the hardest working girls out here. Muchilla, she is back. She's going hard, going strong. Miss K, y'all check her out. Tamika's Den. Who else we got? Mo.Dot, KJ,
JH Review,
AKJ, Monique Nicole,
Monique, everybody.
Yes. So y'all make sure y'all fuck with everybody on the squad, okay? So yes. And we love y'all, and we will see you next Sunday. All right. Bye, y'all. Glad y'all enjoyed it.